Oh, hey, I'm so glad you could join us for our Black History lesson today. I was just about to ask Braddock, if I gave you a peanut, what could you make with it?
Easy, a snack.
Sure, but what about paint, ink, fuel, and plastic-like materials?
Seriously, you can do all that with a peanut?
Yes, today's lesson is about a hero who looked at peanuts for more than just a snack. He used them for inspiration. Follow me. George Washington Carver was a scientist, a teacher, and an inventor who helped change farming in America, especially in the South. He's famous for finding hundreds of uses for peanuts. But plot twist, regardless of what you've heard, he did not invent peanut butter. That's like being famous for basketball and everyone assuming you invented sneakers. But he did something even bigger. And in a second, we'll talk about this big accomplishment. Plus, I'll tell you the superhero nickname Carver earned as a kid and how it foreshadowed his superhuman abilities later in life. Carver was born in Missouri in the 1860s, and he started life enslaved. His exact birthday isn't recorded, but many historians place it around 1864. Just before slavery was abolished in 1865. As a baby, he and members of his family were kidnapped by slave raiders. George was found and brought back, but he never saw his mother again. However, even with a beginning like that, the curiosity inside him stayed bright. He was raised by Moses Carver and his wife after slavery ended. And George spent tons of time around plants and gardens, watching, experimenting, and learning what helps things grow. That's where he got his superhero nickname. All of the neighbors called him the plant doctor. The story goes that he could look at any sick plant and prescribe a perfect rehabilitation regimen to bring it back to life. This natural talent with plants, combined with his insatiable curiosity, set the foundation for what would come next. And when he was about 13, he did something bold that changed the direction of his entire future. Around age 13, George left home to get an education. That meant traveling, working jobs, and pushing through setbacks all by himself, because schools weren't always welcoming or available. But he kept going, he kept learning, and he kept leveling up. Eventually, he studied science so seriously that in 1894, he became the first Black person to graduate from Iowa State College, where he focused on plants, botany, and plant diseases. Then he went even further and earned a master's degree in agriculture. Now here comes the part where Carver becomes a science superhero for farmers. And it's not just about peanuts. In 1896, Booker T. Washington invited Carver to teach at Tuskegee Institute, a college for African Americans. Carver arrived with a mission: help farmers grow food and earn money without destroying the soil. Back then, many farmers planted the same crop, especially cotton, over and over. But cotton pulls certain nutrients from the soil. Do that too long and the land starts acting like a phone on 1% battery. It's technically on, but it's not working like it should. Carver said, "Let's fix this." His secret weapon? Crop rotation. That means switching what you plant each season so the soil can recover. This might seem like common sense for today's farmers, but he was the first person to suggest and demonstrate the benefits of this method. And he encouraged farmers to plant crops like peanuts and sweet potatoes, which helped the soil and also gave farmers new ways to earn income. So what led to him inventing hundreds of peanut products? Because he needed to give the farmers something to do with all those peanuts. Carver started experimenting like a one-man science factory. He tested peanuts and other plants to create practical products people could actually use, like lotions, dyes, paints, inks, flour, soups, and more. He was trying to make peanuts more valuable so farmers could sell them and support their families. Basically, Carver looked at a peanut and said, "You're not just a snack, You're an opportunity. And here's something I love. Carver didn't just do science in a fancy lab for applause. He did science to solve real problems for real people. So when you see a peanut, don't just think snack. Think science, imagination, and problem solving. George Washington Carver proved that your brain can turn something small into something powerful.
And in our next Black History Month mini lesson, we're learning about another game changer, somebody who used their mind and courage to reshape history in a whole new way. So don't click away, click that next video and keep learning.